Hello and good morning. It's Kathy Hampton here from Wellside Retreats, and welcome to Journal with Me. One moment while I get my coffee, and I'll be right back to welcome you all in. But actually, welcome, welcome right now. I'll be right back. I'm just right back here. So first of all, good morning again. Good morning, Sarah. Great to see you here this morning. I appreciate you for showing up. That's great. So, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Journal with Me. I'm Kathy Hampton of Wellside Retreats, and I'm glad to be here once again to journal with you. If this is the first time that you've joined us live, welcome. We spend time here in community journaling, and Tuesdays and Thursdays we do that at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are supposed to work on Sundays. This past Sunday, I unfortunately was not able to come on. Um, Timing just got away from me, and wasn't able to make it. But we do meet on Sundays, uh, normally at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I want to apologize for anyone who looked for me on that evening. I just could not make it, and I hope that people even on the West Coast who are interested. Had some people say they were interested in coming. Come on in on Sunday evenings at uh, 4 p.m. your time on the West Coast on Pacific time. So I appreciate you stopping by. We spend time journaling. We normally write in free flow mode, and that means that you're able to capture your thoughts on paper, um, or a journal, even painting, documenting what's on your heart and mind. We spend time doing that for about 20 minutes. Um, I'm going to switch it up a little bit today with a for you to consider a prompt. If you like, that prompt will be on the screen. And we'll actually have a little discussion before writing. And we will choose from our reminder deck today as opposed to our affirmation deck. Um, I want um, people to start affirming themselves with affirmations. Normally use affirmation cards, and we pull those in harmony with one another. Um, but today we're going to be using our reminder deck as well as our rest deck before we leave for the day. So, thanks again, Sarah, for joining us. I appreciate you this morning coming in. Catherine, thank you so much for joining us. Donna, the art appraiser, good to see you back again with us. And as I said, for anyone who hasn't seen us, we meet here in community and actually discuss um, things with people who are here live. So if you have a comment, a question, please be sure to leave it in the chat or in comments, and I'll do my best to either answer your question or raise your point or comment. So um, we because we and do me a favor if you do like this and you have met us for the first time, um, please do click on like if you're on YouTube. um, Subscribe to the channel. I appreciate everyone's support. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I appreciate that. And ring the notification bell so that you're made aware of what I upload either recorded or when I'm live. And sometimes I meet with other people. I ask people to come on and collaborate in a video with me. So you'll be made aware of those videos. And so this morning, I want to, and I don't see our 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 regular journaler and sister, Dr. Crystal here today, but last week I talked about Dr. Crystal's word of the week, which she publishes on Mondays, and I saw it yesterday in the evening. She actually has a oh, is Dr. Crystal there? Yeah. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Dr. Crystal is here. Okay. So good morning, Dr. Crystal. I didn't see you when I was scrolling through. Good morning. There you are. So Dr. Crystal has a YouTube channel, and it's called After School with Dr. Crystal. And on Mondays, she provides a word of the week. And last week, the word was alignment. And I didn't realize that she had a word of the week. And I had talked about, or not talked about, I had been journaling as well as reading and thinking about alignment in my daily walk and through life last week. Um, yeah, so that word was in alignment with what I was thinking about, and I found that to be um, so interesting because here on Journal with Me, the community here seems to be in harmony with one another. We think about similar things through our walks of life during each day or even for the day. And so last night, when I saw that the word of the week that Dr. Crystal published yesterday, the word, um, the word for the week is acknowledge. And I had just been journaling over the weekend and actually on Monday about acknowledging or accepting. Yeah, acknowledging oneself, acknowledging what you have done. And so for today's journaling pop, and thank you for that again, Dr. Crystal. I love your word of the week because I love words. I love to explore words. We have Sarah here who speaks many languages, and words are very important to her in in various languages. And so I want to acknowledge everyone here today. I want to acknowledge um, what this what these journaling sessions have meant to me, and accepting that um, this is something that I truly wanted, and it has made a change in various aspects of my daily walk in life. And I will say that I've become uh, just very consistent with how I present myself, how I present on this channel, how I present afterwards in my other working life. It has caused a source. It has been a source of consistency for me in other aspects of life as I have to show up when I say I'm going to show up and what I'm going to do. So I acknowledge that. I also am acknowledging my shift in the work that I am learning to do. Because after a career that lasted many years, I am now shifting into doing something that I'm actually creating for myself. So I'm acknowledging that. And when you acknowledge things for yourself and accept what you're doing in the most highest form by not judging, and I wrote notes about this before I came on, accepting the ebb and flow of all phases of your life. So we all change, right? Change is inevitable. And so the ebb and flow, the ups and downs, the phases of in our lives, uh, we need to acknowledge those ebbs and flows, those changes, acknowledge them, accept them for what they are right now in this moment by honoring ourselves consciously, and through acceptance, we can release stress. When you accept something, you get this, and you say, "I'm okay. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Whatever happened, right now, I accept it because I'm still standing. I'm still here. I'm still a good person. I'm still plugging along, accepting those changes. It releases stress and pressure. And that is what the acknowledgement of myself, my circumstance, my daily walk through life, whatever comes my way, you can breathe a little easier. Become a little more flexible also. You become a little more flexible as you go through these changes. And with that positive mindset, that positivity for your life, yes, for all your life, you accept and acknowledge those experiences. And that is basically how you accept change. Learn how to accept change. So, with that said, I want you to consider this prompt that I actually, well, it's a prompt and some of the words that I used this morning to start us off on our journaling. You can see this on your screen, and you can use this as your prompt, or you can write in free flow, which is a stream of consciousness method that we usually use here on on Journal with Me. But I want you to, first of all, if you're new to journaling or new to a format of journaling, then I want you to consider, first of all, getting comfortable in your seat. Wherever you are, get comfortable in your seat. If you want to stand, get comfortable with your feet steadily on the ground, not what do they call it? Leaning on one hip with one leg up. And get comfortable and focused and centered. Set your intention. Let's take time to set our intention for the day, for this session, for this journaling session. What is it that you want to receive from this journaling session? Now, after you have set your intention, become aware of this moment right now. Just become aware of where you're sitting. And you may want to put your hand on your heart and your other hand on your tummy, on your stomach. And let's take 3 collective breaths to calm our nervous system, to get comfortable, even more comfortable, by inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. You can lower your gaze, lower your eyes, close your eyes. Once again, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. One last time, inhaling through the nose, and exhaling through the mouth. Take your time gently opening your eyes, raising your gaze, and acknowledging that change occurs and is inevitable. Change happens momentarily. I changed up our format for meeting this morning. And the prompt, if you so choose to use it, is how have I changed? How have I changed since I've been journaling? How have I changed over the last 2 days? What changes have been made to my schedule, to how I perceive moments in my life? How do I acknowledge myself now as opposed to how I acknowledged myself last month? Take the time, take the time to acknowledge yourself. So I'm using Dr. Crystal's word of the week. Dr. Crystal, if you want to make any comments at your time at any time about um, acknowledge that word, I'd be happy to have you do so and want to encourage anyone to do so. So, with that being said, I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes and we're going to journal about what the prompt is and what is in front of you on the screen, or you can write in free flow. It's more flexible. And when you're flexible, there are no rough edges, you know. You can move about the cabin easily. You can walk through life without rushing, you know. Take your time in thinking. We are going to time this so that we can move on, but within this 20 minutes, you aren't, there is no construction of what you write or what you want to get off your chest or what's on your mind. And so we're going to start with 20 minutes on the clock. See that? All right. Okay. Okay. I see that there are a couple people who have to leave us now. Thank you, Donna, for joining us. Thank you, Catherine. Have a great day. If you are still able to stick around this morning, thank you, Catherine. I appreciate you. Yes. Um, if you are able to hang out with us again for more time, excuse me, um, and you haven't finished your pages, want to encourage you to, do so. You can put me in the background and keep journaling or writing, documenting. Yes, um, that'd be great. And let's see, let's see if we have any comments here. Yes. Goodbye, Crystal. Thank you so much. And so Crystal says, I love words too. The process of selecting acknowledge this week led me to clarify the distinction between awareness versus acknowledgement versus appreciation. Oh, wow. Okay. Very good. Yes. I love doing that. I love the nuances of words. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for your word of the week. I appreciate you, Dr. Crystal. And have a great day. Have a great day. So if you are just seeing this video, um, you can go back to, you know, replay the video and start off from the very beginning and watch the entirety of the video in this journaling session. Um, we journal for 20 minutes. Then we spend some time either with comments or discussion. And you're saying, you're saying goodbye to the ladies. I'm sorry. See, I'm doing too much. I'm doing double duty, being being facilitator and commenter. Thank you, Dr. Krista. You're still here. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, yeah, I have to just keep it rolling. So we are, yeah, we are going to move into the next phase of our journaling session for today. But before we get started, um, I'm going to start using this is new. This is a change. I'm going to start using in between sections of the session um, some. Some movement, so to speak, to kind of get us back in place. We're going to do a little bit of yoga, um, because what I realize when I write, and this has been for many years, especially when I was in professional school and in law school, where there was lots of reading and writing. Um, and quite a few students, especially law students who are head in book or head on paper or writing and typing so much using word processor. And believe it or not, um, I did not use. I still used a typewriter when I was in um, in law school. But that's another story. That's a side note. But what happens in our writing is that we are bending our neck. Our head is positioned in this slant forward a lot of times. A lot of us do the right thing, and that is to be upward with the slant of our paper or our instruments uh, or whatever we're writing on. And that is the best way to be. I am putting my head down, and you all see that when I write. I'm writing with my paper flat, and that's the way I'm comfortable. But I suffer a little bit sometimes with the movement in our back and in my neck and in my shoulders. So let's just take a moment writers, journalers, to let's roll our shoulders back, taking that moment to rise and then put our shoulders back. If you have problems with this type of movement, please don't do it. Do what is comfortable for you. And then reverse it with the shoulders coming forward, coming back, and then forward. So you're making these adjustments. And then let's rotate our neck. Let's move our head down slowly and gently, and then back up. And then you pick what side you want to go over, taking time. Don't force anything. Our neck goes up. And then it goes to the side, the other side. Okay. And then you can go around if that is comfortable to you. Do not force it. Okay. That feels better to me. There are these muscles in the back of your head called the occiput or occipital lobe. And there are these little dents in the back of your neck. And these muscles hold your head up. They do a lot of work, and they actually get sore if you are prone to writing and typing and sitting up. And just reach to the back of your skull. You can feel them all the way up, and there might be this little indent right here. It's where the muscles spread out over the head like this. And you can feel it. The muscles are really like little hands. They spread and hold on to the back of your head, your muscle, and just kind of rub those. Okay. I I I constantly do that. Okay. And it's a great scalp massage or and just gently. I feel the release of those sore muscles quite often back here. Okay. So take your time in doing that. You might want to take 3 cleansing breaths as we do. Once again, breathing in through your nose, exhaling through the mouth, breathing through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. One last time, breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And yeah, hopefully you feel a little better. You shake out your arms. Yeah. So I hope that was good to you or good for you. Yeah, I just started thinking about how, you know, how all of this ties in together with body, mind, and spirit, and trying to, you know, put everything together, you know, because that's what I've learned. I thought about all of the things that I want to incorporate into the experience of journaling as a tool. Uh, Even how I want to incorporate that on retreats, which is also the larger tool um, that I offer. So I hope that was good for you. It was good for me. It was great for me. Um, so yeah, all right, Sarah, that was good for you. All right, you needed it. All right, that's good. It's all in your neck and shoulders. Yes, we as women carry stress usually in our shoulders, and one of the things that um, I noticed very early in my very early young adulthood when I went away from home. I moved out of my mother's home and went into college was that um, I was suffering from stress, and it was all in my shoulders, and it showed up on my skin with hives. And but I also realized that I wasn't breathing. I would hold my breath, and so by the time I got home at the end of the day, because I worked and went to school, that I would take these huge breaths because I hadn't breathed properly. So that's why it's really important for us to consider what we are doing through these moments in our lives and take breath. And so all of that stress in shoulders, uh, on your skin, 'cause stress can show out all kinds of ways, is for you to what Dr. Crystal, acknowledge. Once you can be still and know, once you can experience something and you say, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on? What is going on? And I started breathing. But if you go through your life and you're kind of holding your breath, it's not like you aren't breathing, but you aren't taking advantage of the capacity of your lungs because you are constricting everything, all of your muscles, including your lungs, aren't being exercised. That's why it's important to exercise, even walking, which is a whole different story, but it leads to all the other stuff. Continue to move your body so that everything can move and expand, and our necks and shoulders aren't rigid and become tight and tense. So that is the reason why I wanted to incorporate that moment of just movement in the neck and the shoulders, even the occiput here. Um, when or if you go and get a massage from your local massage studio, I encourage independent studios because independent massage therapists um, are dedicated to their own practice as opposed to the corporate practice of massage. I don't want to poo-poo anyone's experience of your, chain massage therapy, but let them know, whoever your therapist is, to massage your neck and your head. Yes, the muscles get very tight and can crush the skull, causing headache, migraine, all kinds of things. So, moving on, we are picking today our reminder cards. And because my favorite color is yellow, I'm going to pick a card that is closely resembling yellow from the in Hindsight deck, Reminders by Hindsight, Mr. Hindsight. You can find him on YouTube also. I like his vibe. I love his message. He is uh, a young man with a interesting perspective on just about everything, and he's younger than, than me, but I really like his. I like he along with another woman inspired me to put up journal with me in the way in which I like to do. So I'm going to choose a gold or yellow card. Okay, I think we've heard this one before, but it's okay. We can be reminded. And There is a new creation forming within you. Yes. Look at her. Yes. It's a new creation. She's stepping out into newness. Some seasons, your growth goes inward, like the roots of a tree, preparing to blossom, cultivating all the inner treasures that you need. When you feel stagnant in the physical or material world, remind yourself a new creation is forming within you. There we go. So that is one golden card. Well, on the front at least it is. Okay. And I just saw this card. I haven't chosen it from this card. It has some yellow in it or gold in it. I just like the message here. So let's read it. Um, you bring meaning to life, not the other way around. Okay. I don't know if you can see that. You bring meaning to life, not the other way around. There is no need to search for meaning. You already hold it. You bring meaning to life by being present, being in gratitude, by bringing your mind, body, and spirit to every experience. In this moment, is this moment meaningful? Is this moment meaningful? You get to decide. I like that. Very nice, Mr. Hindsight. Thank you for that. She looked like she's pondering. Yeah. Like she's, thinking about, huh. You bring meaning to life. Life does not bring meaning to you. Whoa. Yeah. Very good. So those are reminders that we matter. We bring the meanings to our lives. Yeah. And yeah, we are forming, we are creating in our lives. So I'd like you to consider, before we end, I would like you to consider, since we talked about the word of the week, acknowledge. I'd like you to consider, I'd like to invite you, encourage you to review, read through your pages from last month. If you're just starting this journaling practice, review your notes from today. Review what you have written or documented today. Sit it down and then come back to it. But those who have been journaling for, let's say, for the month of June, consider reading those journaling pages, your pages, to find out where you have made changes as of today. What has changed? What has shifted? What do you come up with after reading your own story, your own documentation, your own list of to-dos? What has changed for you? How do you see yourself? How do you acknowledge yourself now? Has it changed? Has it changed? Take time to go back and review your story. We sometimes move through this life not realizing, what has transpired and what has affected us, what has been pivotal for ourselves in our journeys, those ebbs and flows, how we, as the song goes, how we got over. Remember that song, How I Got Over? How did you get over that mountain? How did you get to now? What were the changes that occurred in your life that were pivotal to your life? What was pivotal to your change? Lovingly, kindly acknowledging, accepting, and appreciating, Dr. Crystal. Yes. What are all of those things that came about through change? And you being willing to become aware and observant of yourself, of all of those things with your body. How do you see your body? How do you see your mindset, your thoughts, and what is here inside your spirit, your guiding light, the guide, the barometer, the love, yes, the self-love, your soul. What is now different? Okay. So our last card for today comes from the Rest deck by Trisha Hersey. Okay. Reclaim your right to rest. I say you do it. Take those good naps, play, go out and frolic in the fields, in your park, dance. Dance like nobody, you know, like you don't care who's watching you. Yeah. Okay, here's the card for the day. It's beautiful. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Rest makes me hopeful, open, and tender. I will snatch rest today. To snatch rest, to reclaim your time for moments of rest, is to be so focused on liberation that you begin to transcend expectations about what rest is. Those socialized into a capitalist, white supremacist, patriarchal system have no clear idea of what rest is. These systems make us fearful, closed, and hard. The true work is to offer yourself grace and mercy as you slowly deprogram. We are creating and inventing. Find ways to snatch rest no matter what. Do it. Do it. Rest makes me hopeful, open, and tender. I will snatch rest today. Yes. Yes. So I would leave you with that card as not a reminder, because some people don't even know to be reminded. Yeah, this is manifesto. These are new rules. These are the rules. This is the law of the land now. For some of us who know better, right? Yeah, get the book. Get the book. Yeah. The Nat Ministries Rest Deck is sold anywhere, bookstores, online, Amazon. Get your copy if you can. Pick a card a day. I'll pick them for you on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays. So, all right. Sarah, I acknowledge myself for becoming more intentional as a result of my journaling practice here in community with. Oh, thank you. I am glad. I am glad. It is a practice. It is sometimes not, um, it is not for everyone. I know some people have hard time. It takes hard. It takes it takes acknowledgement that you first are uncomfortable being still with your thoughts. It takes time. It's just like meditation. People find it difficult to meditate. And that's why it's called practice. Just why yoga as we know it, the poses, the stances, the stretching, all of that, yoga is a practice. And you have to come in and acknowledge yourself in the moment when you practice. You have to learn, you have to experience. And journaling is that tool where you can get close to yourself through your writing, through your through your documenting. It could be doodling, it could be drawing, it can be creating something. Your documentation of yourself is a mirror of who you are in words and images. Yes. So Sarah says, I acknowledge myself for becoming even more intentional as a result of journaling here in this community, and intentionally helps me be more curious, open, and able to savor my experiences. Awesome. Oh, I love that. I love your words, Sarah. Thank you. Helps me to be curious. Yes. Open and able to savor my experiences. Yes. You would get you knowing you, savoring. Yes. Exploring, being curious enough about yourself. Yeah. I I did that this morning. And the closer you get to acknowledging or seeing or accepting who you are, makes you more fun. Yeah. We had to learn the hard way. Yes, we had to learn the hard way how to rest. Yes. How to take time out for yourself, how to move with ease without getting all stressed out. Where do you feel your stress? I'll tell you where I feel my stress. It starts here in my chest normally. And that's because what? I stop breathing. And then moves to my stomach. And if you know Reiki, you know about all the chakras up and down the spine, you know. But when stress comes in its various forms, you know, uh, you have to learn where you feel it. Where is it? Where is it harming you? And that's the hard way, right? Learning the hard way. Yes, that girl said, but now we know. We do know. Yes, we do know. So when you know, I would say it's kind of cheesy. When you know, you can glow. When you know, when you can be aware of who you are and do that work, because it takes work, self development, you know. Uh, 6 years ago, prior to 6 years ago, I really became in tuned to who I was. And I did that on a retreat after coming from a retreat. It was called a girlfriend's weekend. It was the pivotal moment in my transformation to knowing myself. So we have more stories to tell, and you have more stories to acknowledge. Yeah, yeah. Another question that I asked myself recently is, where do I feel freedom? Wow, yes. That's a good question. Y'all, Sarah wrote a great question. I invite you to write about that. Make that a prompt for yourself. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Where do I feel freedom? Thank you, Sarah. I love my community. I love this community. Where do I feel freedom? Wow. Notice the words where. Yeah. Where do you feel it? Is it a location? Is it in your body? Where do you feel it? Where is it coming from? Where is it? I love that. Where do I feel freedom? That's the homework. that's one of the that's one of the homework questions, or the uh, to take away. But also, I encourage you and invite you. I invite you to your own journaling pages. I invite you to those pages. I do. Yeah. Read about yourself. Read what you wrote. Yes. That is, hey, Katrina Lilly. Hey, girl. How are you? Yes, isn't that a great question? I love that question. I love that question. Where do I feel freedom? Yeah. Yeah. Well, it has been a great morning. Yes. What did Maya say? What is Maya? Oh, this, what did she say? This is a great day. I haven't seen this one before. Yeah. I haven't seen this one before. As we move into it. Yeah. It's a new day. I have enjoyed my morning with you. I will be back here on Thursday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And part of me, if I am not here for any reason, is not intentional. Something usually has thrown off the schedule, but it's I mean no harm, and but I don't want to and I don't want to take anyone's time up, but um, yeah, I will be here on Sunday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for those on the West Coast or in the Midwest, it'll be earlier in the day for you. And I hope that you will be able to spend some time in community with us. I appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. And I will see you again on Thursday. Take care, community. I love you. Love and peace to you. All right. Bye. Have a great day.